must never forget that while striving to leave a better world for our kids, it is just as important that we leave better kids for our world. Steve Maboli. This is why I'm going to talk to you about why we should ban child beauty pageants in America. Imagine your daughter or son joining a beauty pageant at a young age and losing because they weren't cute enough. They didn't have the blue eyes, the curly blonde hair, you know, the typical winners. Did you know that you can enter a child into a beauty pageant before they even turn 1? You can enter any child at any age into a beauty pageant to judge how cute they look. So we're already judging people on how they look before they even get to understand what's going on. So I have seen firsthand why this has happened. I was a photographer for Springfield, Illinois and Rochester, Illinois for beauty pageants, and I filmed them for 5 years. And I quit for this exact reason. I watched these girls and boys start out, you know, oh, I want to do this because it's fun and my mom wanted me to do this. And then slowly their personality changed. Whether it's for the better or not, that's up to you. All right. I'm going to talk about 3 main points. What happens at a child beauty pageant, the effects of these pageants, and why we need to ban them. All right, so what happens at a child beauty pageant? Well, first they enter, they pay their fee, and they get split up. So you get split up by gender and age group. The ages are the baby group, under 1, tiny group, essentially 1 years old. Little is 2 to 3, Pee-wee 4 to 6, Little Miss 7 to 10, preteen 11 to 13, and above that everyone usually goes together. So babies are usually judged on their cuteness level, whether they smile on stage, and their outfit choice. Now, here's the kicker, is that it's not much different for any other pageant. So once you go into another pageant, say when you're 16, it's how cute you look, your dress, and personality. I should probably also mention that girls can be disqualified if they are not wearing a dress, depending on the pageant. So some girls can come in, say, I'd rather not wear a dress, and they won't even be allowed to enter. They can't pay the fee, nothing. So the average cost altogether, fees are yearly about $400, and the dresses and costumes can get up to $4,000. And that's the average. All those shows that you watch, like Toddlers and Tiaras, which is questionable, they probably spend about double that. So how are our children being affected by this? Well, as you probably have seen on these TV shows, quite a bit. First of all, beauty products. Beauty products such as mascara, eyeshadow, and foundation reportedly have found chemicals that contain links to cancer, infertility, and hormone imbalance. While it is less likely to affect women, girls below the age of 10 are considered more at risk for these problems. One of the most widely used products in child pageants is, of course, the hairspray. While it contains a chemical that for adults, it's no big deal, but for a growing girl, the effects can prove harmful. Extensive exposure to hairspray has been linked to stunted growth and even lung cancer. Now, how does it affect their personality? That's the main thing that I saw. I saw one girl come in, her mom had forced her to do this, but she was going to have a good time. She was with her best friend. We'll just call them Molly and Sally. They were best friends and they were going to do this pageant together. I took pictures of them, and they started at age 8. They went through Pee-wee, all of those, and then got into the preteen aspect. When it got to preteen, they were no longer friends. because they were so influenced. They are always competing with each other. How can they be friends if they're always competing every year? So, personality-wise, it is proven that children involved in pageants are more likely to develop cognitive and emotional problems. A 2007 report by the American Psychological Association found children who have participated in pageants are more likely to develop eating disorders, low self-esteem, and depression. It has also led to fewer girls pursuing careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This makes up, from people who grew up through pageants, about 5% of them go into these fields. So why is this a problem for society as a whole? Well, America is all about working together and trying to make everyone an equal, right? But as far as I see it, beauty pageants are telling society to do the exact opposite. This teaches children that they should not only judge themselves harshly, but judge others equally as harsh. It teaches them to be so competitive to the point where they have to push others down just to succeed themselves. And finally, it teaches them that they will never be enough. Is this how you want the next generation of children to be like? Is this how you want your children to be like?